Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And today we are getting into another EDC multi-tool. So this tool is by NexTool, and I actually was hoping that I was going to have, um, there is a bit kit little expansion that you can purchase for the tool, and it's actually very similar to the bits that work for Leatherman. Now, I purchased that and I was hoping that that would be here in time, but unfortunately it hasn't. Link's going to be in the description for this. Link's going to also be in the description for the bit kit, even though when that comes in, I will review that separately. Um, but this tool right here is called the NexTool Pocket Tool E1. And I jumped on this because I was actually just very interested in, I seen it on other channels. I'm becoming more of a fan of the smaller tools. Um, so such tools like these, obviously you guys know I checked that on the channel before I reviewed, and I really love them. They don't get a lot of use because often I find myself needing pliers most of the time for some small things here and there, more than anything else. Not for the purpose of really turning things, but just sometimes you need to grab something or something really small, and I just reach for the pliers because obviously the needle nose is easier, similar to tweezers, and obviously those smaller tools are not going to have that. But um, I like the idea of these smaller tools because you're just, sorry about this, I gotta get it open. You're able to carry them easier, and they really don't take up any space. Now, I was taking a look between the, who makes the K? Someone makes the KS2, I believe it is. I forget the company that does that. Those can post in the comments down below if you know what I'm talking about. I forget off the top of my head right now the brand that does that. This is NexTool. The other one was, oh, I wish I could remember right now, but I can't. I'm not going to try to extend the video trying to figure it out. But they make a tool very similar to this, and then Gerber made a tool quite similar to this as well, and I forget the name of it. And this one was the more affordable of the options, along with the fact that the bit kit on this seemed nice to me. Link's going to be in the description down below. $26 is what it goes for. I'm going to pocket clip here, which is nice. The bits also go towards your Leatherman. So if you have a Leatherman tool that use that, I've seen on other video reviews that it fits that. So by purchasing this and purchasing that bit kit, you're extending this one's usability along with your Leatherman. So that's pretty cool. See the tools that they have in this. These right here should be razors for the X-Acto knife type of knife blade, but this right here is your regular standard straight blade. This is pretty sharp. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, so there's no locking mechanism. Let's see how easy it is or not easy it is to get into the rest of these tools. So we've got this piece here to pick up. This should be the very springy. This is the scissors, which this was one of the major selling points on this right here. It's down just a nice large scissors, so that's great. This is really, and what's interesting about this is that the fact that NexTool can have such large scissors on such a pocketable tool. Very interesting. Here you have your file, and I guess you could use it also as a flathead screwdriver. So those are all the tools on this side, that plus the knife. Not bad at all. I think the most impressive part here is obviously the scissors. And then on this side, we have, I think this is a package. Well, there's a bottle opener and can opener. I don't know why I thought someone said that. No, I heard someone say this was a scraper. And I guess that's what you have there, because it doesn't say anything in the box. well, hold on. What do we got here? Okay, we got some instructions. I don't know if it's going to list what all the tools are. There goes the X-Acto knife. And it's just going to give me instructions on how to open. Is it going to tell me what all the tools are? This says metal file for that. Big flathead screwdriver. So this is a scraper. Yes, it is considered a scraper at the edge of it. Can opener and bottle opener. We have the replaceable carving knife, which is like the X-Acto knife. And flathead screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver. All right, so it lists all the tools on there. Here, you can pause that and read it for yourself. And let's see if we can get into some of these other tools. One thing I'm going to say right off the back is it's not easy getting to this stuff. And that's one thing I'm seeing as a somewhat negative, but it's able to cram in a good amount of tools in there. So that part's positive, but some of this stuff is hard. So here you would grab this from here, I'm going to guess. Maybe the way you would get this. It doesn't have like a hook for me to actually get my finger on, my fingernail. I really don't even know how to get that out of there, to be honest with you. It says open. That's for actually getting replacing the X-Acto knife. I don't know how you would get to that tool, to be honest with you. Very interesting. And I'm glad that I can show you guys this in real time. Because to be honest with you, I don't know, like I said, how a person would reach this. There's no way to actually get to that tool. But someone else mentioned in a different video, let me move some of this stuff aside so it's not focusing on this. Someone had mentioned in a different video that maybe part of the reason why there's a good thing is you don't want to accidentally cut yourself on this because it is very sharp. But at the same time, it does kind of suck that it's so hard to get to it. It's the one tool that's hard to get to. Everything else is not a problem. So I guess if you specifically need that, you obviously are doing a task that is specifically a big deal for, or you specifically need that. Here you have the little bit, the Phillips, and you have the flathead. And even though the same issues I would normally have with the Leatherman bits being so flat, I'm not going to say it doesn't apply here, but at the same time, at $26 for this set here, it's not as big of a deal because you understand that you're only paying $26. So I like it. I think that it is, though there's a whole list of flat tools like this, I do think that this also competes with other smaller pocket tools like this as well, the Gerber armbar drive. So as far as that goes, this has gotten a little bit expensive now, and it shouldn't be as expensive as it's gotten. And in that regard, I would definitely say that this is probably a better purchase just on the price. This is not a comparison video, but I would definitely say that they're used for different things. This one's going to be scissor dominant. This one is obviously going to be screwdriver dominant. And in that regards, this is going to obviously have the better screwdriver. This is going to have the better scissors. But it's not a comparison video. So that was just a quick look at this, you guys. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe. I recommend you guys, as always, carrying some type of tool on you. I just think it's a great accessory for you guys to have at some point, whether you keep them, like I said before, in your backpack, in your car, whatever the case is. This is very small, so it's a little easier to carry if you don't want a bigger tool, like a plier-based tool. And yeah, you guys. So like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video.